Hey, Skull Nation. What's good, Vikings fans? Buckle up, because we've got some massive Minnesota Vikings news to dive into today. The buzz around our WR2, Jordan Addison, and his potential suspension is heating up, and training camp is already delivering some jaw-dropping moments. Is Jalen Nailor ready to step up as a star? Can newcomers like Rondale Moore and Ty Felton make waves? And what about that insane 60-yard bomb from J.J. McCarthy? Let's break it all down in this action-packed Vikings update. Skull. So, what's the one thing you're most excited about for the 2025 season? Drop it in the comments. Jordan Addison's legal saga has finally reached a turning point, and Vikings fans, it's time to talk about it. Last week, Addison wrapped up his 2024 DUI case in Los Angeles by accepting a plea deal, reducing the charge to a wet reckless. This means a small fine, 12 months of probation, and a progress hearing in October. No trial, no more court drama. Addison's ready to focus on football. But here's the kicker. The NFL's still got its eyes on him. The league's substance abuse policy typically slaps a 3-game suspension without pay for alcohol-related arrests. Will the plea deal soften the blow? Nobody knows yet, and the waiting game is real. Addison's staying cool, saying, "Everything is out of my control right now, so whatever the league got for me, I'll be prepared." What does this mean for our Vikings? If Addison's sidelined, it's a huge opportunity for our depth to shine. How confident are you in our WR core stepping up? Let's unpack who's ready to fill those big shoes next. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Jalen Nailor, aka Speedy. If Jordan Addison misses any games, Nailor's poised to slide into that WR2 role, and head coach Kevin O'Connell is pumped about it. O'Connell said, "Speedy could be a huge contributor early and often, all season long. That's some high praise for a guy who's been flying under the radar." In 2024, Nailor proved he's got the chops, hauling in 28 catches for 414 yards and 6 touchdowns despite playing behind superstars like Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson. He's bulked up this offseason, looking stronger than ever, and his speed is a game-changer. Remember those 2 games Addison missed last year? Nailor stepped up with 6 catches for 85 yards and 2 scores. The question is, can Nailor handle the pressure of being a top target? With a contract year looming, this is his chance to shine. Do you think Speedy's ready to break out in 2025? Drop your thoughts below, Vikings fans. Now, let's shine a spotlight on the new blood in the Vikings receiver room. Rookie Ty Felton, a 3rd-round pick from Maryland, is turning heads with his explosive playstyle. At 6'1" and 183 pounds, Felton's got the size, speed, and shiftiness to make defenders miss. Some are even calling him a dark horse for the WR3 role. Then there's Rondale Moore, a former 2nd-round pick who's looking for a fresh start after a brutal knee injury kept him out all of 2024. Moore passed his physical and avoided the PUP list to start camp, which is huge news. He's a versatile weapon, think receiving and rushing potential. O'Connell's known for getting creative with players like Moore, so expect some trick plays. Tim Jones, another free agent addition, brings speed and special teams value. With so much talent, the competition is fierce. Who's your pick to emerge as the Vikings' breakout receiver? Let's keep this convo going. Training camp is in full swing, and the Vikings are already making waves. The highlight of day 1? A 60-yard touchdown bomb from J.J. McCarthy to Jordan Addison that had everyone at TCO Performance Center losing their minds. This connection is pure gold, and it's a sneak peek at what the J.J. McCarthy era could look like in 2025. McCarthy, the number 10 overall pick from 2024, spent last season rehabbing a knee injury but looked sharp in spring practices. Now he's slinging dimes and building chemistry with Addison, Jefferson, and the crew. The kid's got poise, and with playmakers like these, our offense could be unstoppable. But here's the big question. If Addison's out for a few games, will McCarthy lean on Nailor, Felton, or Moore to keep the momentum going? What's your take on JJ's first year as QB1? Share your predictions, Skull Nation. Let's zoom out and talk about the Vikings' receiver depth as a whole. With Justin Jefferson leading the charge, needing just 5 catches to hit 500 in his career, this group is stacked. Jefferson, Addison, and Naylor were one of just 4 WR trios in 2024 with at least 25 catches, 400 yards, and 5 TDs each. That's elite company. But depth is where championships are won. If Addison's suspended, guys like Felton, Moore, and Tim Jones will need to step up. Felton's got kick return potential, Moore's a dual-threat wild card, and Jones brings veteran savvy. The Vikings front office, led by Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, built this roster to handle adversity. Adofo-Mensah said it best. You always gotta be ready with depth players you're excited about. Which depth player are you most hyped for? Let's hear it, Vikings fans. Now, let's get into the suspense. When will the NFL drop the hammer on Addison? The league's keeping everyone in the dark, with no clear timeline for a decision. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah said, "We've been in communication with them. They're going through their process." Translation: we're all just waiting. A 3-game suspension would mean Addison misses key early matchups, like Week 3 against the Bengals. That's a tough spot for a young QB like McCarthy, who's stepping into the QB1 role. But the Vikings are built for this. O'Connell's game plan thrives on flexibility, and our playmakers are ready to adapt. What's the worst-case scenario here? A longer suspension? Or maybe the plea deal gets Addison off light? What's your gut telling you about the NFL's ruling? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about Jordan Addison's growth, because this kid's got star written all over him. In his first 2 seasons, he's racked up 133 catches, 1,786 yards, and 20 touchdowns. That's WR1 production on most teams. At just 23, he's already a cornerstone of this offense alongside Jefferson. But off-field mistakes have been a hurdle. After a 2023 speeding citation and the 2024 DUI arrest, Addison's learned the hard way. Just be smart. Make smart decisions. He's putting it behind him, training with McCarthy and Jefferson to prep for a monster 2025. That 60-yard TD in camp? A sign of things to come. Can Addison stay focused and take that next step? What do you want to see from Jordan this season? Let's get that Skol chant going in the comments. Rondale Moore's story is one to watch, Vikings fans. After a promising start with the Cardinals, 435 yards in 2023 and 178 rushing yards, he was traded to Atlanta, only to miss all of 2024 with a knee injury. Now he's with the Vikings, healthy, and ready to prove himself. Moore's versatility is what makes him exciting. He can line up in the slot, out wide, or even take handoffs. O'Connell's offense loves players who can do it all, and Moore's speed could make him a fan favorite. But he's got to shake off the rust and beat out Naylor and Felton for snaps. Can Rondale Moore be the X-factor in our offense? Or will he get lost in the depth chart? Tell me what you think, Skol Nation. Let's not forget about Ty Felton, our rookie wildcard. Drafted 102nd overall, this Maryland product is built for the NFL. 6'1", strong, shifty, and fast. He saw huge volume in college, and analysts are buzzing about his potential to make an immediate impact. Felton's not just a receiver, he's got skills as a kick returner, which could be huge with the NFL's new kickoff rules. With Brandon Powell gone, the Vikings need a spark in the return game, and Felton's name is in the mix alongside Moore and UDFA Miles Price. Who's your pick for the Vikings return specialist in 2025? And can Felton climb the depth chart? Share your thoughts below. Alright, Vikings fans, it's time to wrap this up with a big Skol chant. The 2025 season is shaping up to be a wild ride. With Addison's future hanging in the balance, Naylor ready to explode, and new faces like Felton and Moore fighting for their spot, this receiver room is loaded. Throw in J.J. McCarthy's arm and O'Connell's play calling, and we've got the makings of something special. Training camp is just getting started, and the energy at TCO Performance Center is electric. Keep an eye on Vikings.com and Vikings Territory for the latest updates, because this team is ready to make noise in 2025. What's your bold prediction for the Vikings this season? Drop it in the comments and let's get hyped. If you love this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for more Vikings news. Share this with your fellow Skol Nation members, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, Skol Vikings.